was not myself when I did that, and I have since been restored to full health.
On August 28, 2013, the small, quiet community of Aurora, Colorado was shaken by a chilling crime. An 18-year-old girl named Isabella Guzman brutally murdered her mother, Yunmi Hoi, in a horrifying act of violence. After her arrest, the case took an unexpected turn. Guzman was found not guilty by reason of insanity, and soon, bizarrely, she became an internet sensation. But who is Isabella Guzman, and what drove her to commit such an unthinkable act? Today, we'll dive into the chilling story of Isabella Guzman's troubled life, the grisly murder of her mother, and the strange turn of events that led to her online fame.
To understand Isabella Guzman, we must first explore her troubled early years. Born to Yunmi Hoi and Robert Guzman, Isabella had a turbulent childhood. Her behavioral issues were evident from a young age. In fact, they became so pronounced that her mother, struggling to manage her daughter's behavior, sent her to live with her biological father when she was just 7 years old. Unfortunately, this change didn't resolve the issues. Though Isabella returned to live with her mother, their relationship remained strained. As a teenager, she dropped out of high school, further deepening her troubles. According to friends and family members, Isabella was known to be sweet and kind-hearted, but she often displayed troubling behavior, hinting at deeper issues lurking beneath the surface. In the days leading up to the murder, Isabella's relationship with her mother had reached a breaking point. On August 27, 2013, tensions boiled over. According to her stepfather, Ryan Hoi, Isabella had become increasingly disrespectful and defiant toward her mother. During a heated argument, Isabella spat in her mother's face. Her mother, Yunmi Hoi, was understandably frightened and called the police, hoping they could defuse the situation. The officers spoke to Isabella, advising her that if she didn't follow her mother's rules, she could be forced to leave the home. But this warning didn't seem to faze Isabella. In fact, the following morning she sent a chilling email to her mother that simply read, "You will pay."
That night, Yunmi Hoi returned home around 9:30 p.m. Unaware that it would be the last time she'd ever walk through those doors, she went upstairs to take a shower. Moments later, her husband, Ryan Hoi, heard a loud thud followed by terrifying screams. Racing upstairs, he found the bathroom door locked. Blood seeped from under the door as he desperately tried to force it open. When he managed to pry it open, the sight was gruesome. Yunmi Hoi lay lifeless on the bathroom floor, covered in stab wounds, 79 in total, each one more brutal than the last. Isabella Guzman stood over her mother's body, wielding the knife that had taken her life. After the murder, Isabella fled the scene, prompting a citywide manhunt. She was apprehended the next day in a nearby parking garage, but the horror didn't end there. During her arraignment on September 5, 2013, Isabella displayed bizarre behavior. She smirked, made faces at the camera, and even gestured with her eyes, actions that would later captivate and confuse millions online. It was during this court appearance that the public began to speculate about her mental state. Soon the truth came to light. Isabella was diagnosed with schizophrenia, a severe mental disorder that can cause hallucinations, delusions, and disordered thinking. According to her doctors, Isabella was not fully aware of her actions that night. She believed she was killing a woman named Cecilia to save the world.
With the testimony of her doctors and a detailed psychological evaluation, Isabella was found not guilty by reason of insanity. The court ordered her to be held at the Colorado Mental Health Institute until she no longer posed a threat to herself or others. This verdict brought mixed reactions from the public. Some believed that Isabella was truly mentally ill and needed help, while others felt that justice had not been served for Yunmi Hoi. In an unexpected twist, Isabella Guzman became an internet sensation years after the murder. In 2020, 7 years after the tragic events, videos of her court appearance went viral on TikTok. Some users created compilations of her strange facial expressions, often set to upbeat music. Others even seemed to idolize her, claiming she was beautiful and misunderstood. Psychologists have noted a phenomenon called criminal fandom, where individuals who commit crimes, especially young women, are romanticized by online communities. It's a deeply troubling trend that brings into question how society consumes and interprets crime stories in the age of social media. Isabella has since spent years in the mental health facility, receiving treatment for her schizophrenia. In 2020, she petitioned for her release, stating that her mental health was under control. She expressed regret over her actions, describing the murder as something she would undo if given the chance. However, the court denied her request, determining that she still needed to remain under professional supervision. Isabella also opened up about her past, alleging that she had suffered abuse from her mother, which she claimed contributed to her actions. Whether or not this is true, it highlights a tragic cycle of trauma that may have fueled her downward spiral.
According to mental health experts, cases like Isabella's reveal the complex relationship between severe mental illness and violent crime. Schizophrenia, especially untreated, can lead to terrifying delusions that drive individuals to commit acts they wouldn't otherwise. However, it's important to note that most people with schizophrenia are not violent. The tragic case of Isabella Guzman serves as a stark reminder of the importance of early intervention and mental health treatment. Schizophrenia often manifests in late adolescence or early adulthood, a crucial period where treatment can make a significant difference. For Isabella, the lack of early intervention may have contributed to the horrific events that unfolded on that August night. Today, Isabella Guzman remains at the Colorado Mental Health Institute, haunted by the memory of that night and the internet fame that bizarrely followed. While some continue to view her through the lens of viral videos, it's crucial to remember the real tragedy at the heart of this story: the loss of Yunmi Hoi, a mother whose life was cut short in a horrifying act of violence. As we reflect on the life and case of Isabella Guzman, we're left to ponder the complex interplay of mental illness, family trauma, and the sensationalism of crime in the digital age. Stories like Isabella's are not just chilling tales for the internet to consume. They're tragic reminders of the real human lives forever altered by violence and loss.